There's something almost universally satisfying about getting a massage. A few minutes of pressure on your shoulders, back, or legs, and suddenly the tension you didn't even realize you were carrying seems to loosen. But what is actually happening underneath your skin? Is a massage really breaking up knots? Does it improve blood flow? Why can you feel relaxed afterward, and why can your muscles sometimes feel a little sore the next day? The answer involves your muscles, nerves, blood vessels, and even the way your brain processes pain. So, let's take a closer look at what your body is actually doing when someone works their hands across it, right here, on History of Simple Things. Imagine you're lying on a massage table and a therapist presses their hands into your shoulders. The first thing that happens is mechanical. Your skin, connective tissue, and muscles are physically compressed and moved. Your tissues aren't being kneaded like dough, but they can shift slightly under pressure. The movement also stimulates sensory receptors throughout your skin and muscles. These receptors constantly send information to your nervous system. Some detect pressure, others respond to stretching, temperature, vibration, or changes in muscle length. And this is where massage becomes more interesting. The effects aren't simply about what the therapist is doing to your muscles, they're also about what your nervous system is being told. Your body has different systems that influence whether you feel alert or relaxed. The sympathetic nervous system helps prepare you for action. It's associated with things like increased heart rate and heightened alertness. The parasympathetic nervous system, on the other hand, is strongly associated with rest and recovery. Massage can influence this balance. The combination of steady pressure, repetitive movement, a quiet environment, and pleasant sensory stimulation can encourage a more relaxed state. Your breathing may become slower. Your muscles may stop bracing. Your heart rate can decrease. That's one reason people sometimes feel like they could fall asleep halfway through a massage. Your body isn't shutting down. It's simply shifting toward a calmer state. Now we get to one of the most popular ideas about massage: muscle knots. You might have felt one yourself. There's a tight, tender spot in your shoulder, neck, or back that seems to feel like a tiny lump. Pressing on it can be uncomfortable, but sometimes strangely satisfying. Massage can help these areas feel less tense, but the explanation is more complicated than simply saying that a therapist is physically breaking up a knot. Muscle tension can involve sustained contraction, irritated tissues, changes in how the nervous system interprets sensations, and protective muscle guarding. Applying pressure and moving the tissue can temporarily change how those signals are processed. The muscle may also become easier to move afterward. So when a massage therapist works on a tight area, they aren't necessarily crushing a solid object inside your muscle. They're influencing a living system of tissue and nerves. Does massage improve blood flow? Yes, massage can affect local circulation. When tissue is compressed and released, blood vessels can be influenced mechanically. At the same time, relaxation of muscle tension may change blood flow through the area. But it's important not to exaggerate this effect. Your cardiovascular system is already extremely good at moving blood around your body. A massage isn't suddenly sending enormous amounts of blood through your muscles. Instead, massage may produce relatively localized and temporary changes in circulation. And that increased circulation can contribute to the warmth and looseness you sometimes notice afterward. This is one of the more fascinating effects. Pain isn't simply a direct measurement of how damaged a body part is. Your brain constantly combines information from nerves, tissues, past experiences, attention, emotions, and other signals to determine how much something hurts. Touch and pressure can influence this process. When your skin and deeper tissues are stimulated during massage, those signals travel through the nervous system alongside pain-related signals. The brain doesn't treat every signal equally. In simple terms, strong, non-painful sensory input can sometimes reduce the perception of pain. This is related to what's often called the gate control theory of pain. It's one reason rubbing your elbow after bumping it against a table can make the pain feel slightly better. Massage takes that basic principle and applies repeated sustained stimulation to larger areas of the body. The result isn't necessarily that the original cause of pain has disappeared. Rather, the nervous system may temporarily become less sensitive to it. There's another important piece of the puzzle: your brain. Massage can be a powerful sensory experience. You're lying still. Someone is applying predictable pressure to your body. The environment may be quiet. You're not thinking about work, traffic, school, or whatever else has been occupying your mind. That combination can make it easier for your brain to shift attention away from everyday stress. Massage has also been associated with changes in stress-related physiological responses and can promote feelings of relaxation and well-being. And there's a psychological component too. When someone is intentionally taking care of your body, the experience itself can feel comforting. So that relaxed feeling isn't imaginary. It's the result of physical sensation, nervous system activity, environment, and psychology all interacting at once. Sometimes instead of floating out of the massage room feeling amazing, you wake up the next morning thinking, "Why does everything hurt?" A little tenderness can happen after deeper or more intense massage. Your tissues have been compressed and manipulated, and sensitive areas may temporarily respond to that stimulation. But a massage shouldn't need to leave you severely bruised or in significant pain to be effective. Ultimately, a massage is doing much more than simply rubbing your muscles. Hands are applying pressure to tissues. Sensory receptors are detecting that pressure. Nerves are carrying information toward the brain. The brain is interpreting those signals while your muscles and blood vessels respond. At the same time, your attention shifts, your stress may decrease, and your body can move into a more relaxed state. That's why something as simple as human hands moving across your back can produce such a surprisingly powerful experience. A massage doesn't magically repair the body. It doesn't literally squeeze toxins out of your muscles, and it doesn't permanently erase every knot or ache. But it can influence the way your tissues, nervous system, and brain interact, and sometimes that's enough to make your entire body feel different. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.